From translation, RSV Revised Standard Version. This 55th day of the year. Today we are reading passages, Numbers 31 to 32. Numbers chapter 31, verses 1 to 41. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Avenge the people of Israel on the Midianites. Afterward you shall be gathered to your people. So Moses spoke to the people, saying, Arm men from among you for the war, that they may go against Midian, to execute the vengeance of the Lord on Midian. You shall send 1,000 from each tribe of all the tribes of Israel to the war. So there were furnished out of the thousands of Israel, 1,000 from each tribe, 12,000 armed for war. And Moses sent them to the war, 1,000 from each tribe, together with Phinehas the son of Eleazar the priest, with the vessels of the sanctuary and the trumpets for alarm in his hand. They warred against Midian, as the Lord commanded Moses, and slew every male. They slew the kings of Midian, Evi, Rechem, Zur, Hur, and Rabah, the 5 kings of Midian, with the rest of their slain. And the people of Israel took captive the women of Midian and their little ones, and they took as booty all their cattle, their flocks, and all their goods. And all their cities in the places where they dwelt, and all their encampments, they burned with fire. And they took all the spoil, and all the plunder, both of man and of beast. And they brought the captives and the spoil and the plunder to Moses, and Eleazar the priest, and the congregation of the people of Israel, at the camp in the plains of Moab, by the Jordan at Jericho. And Moses, and Eleazar the priest, and all the princes of the congregation, went forth to meet them outside the camp. And Moses was angry with the officers of the army, the commanders of thousands and the commanders of hundreds, who had come from service in the war. And Moses said to them, Have you let all the women live? Behold, these women by the counsel of Balaam caused the people of Israel to act treacherously against the Lord in the matter of Peor, so that the plague came among the congregation of the Lord. Now therefore kill every male among the little ones, and kill every woman who has known man by lying with him. But all the young girls who have not known man by lying with him, keep alive for yourselves. And you camp outside the camp 7 days. Whoever has killed any person, and whoever has touched any slain, purify yourselves on the 3rd day and on the 7th day, you and your captives. You shall purify every garment, every article of skin, everything made of goat's hair, and every article of wood. Then Eleazar the priest said to the men of war who had gone to battle, This is the statute which the Lord has commanded Moses. Only the gold, the silver, the bronze, the iron, the tin, and the lead, everything that can stand the fire, you shall pass through the fire, and it shall be clean, but it shall be purified with the water of purification. And all that cannot stand the fire you shall pass through water. And you shall wash your clothes on the 7th day, and you shall be clean, and afterward you may come into the camp. The Lord said to Moses, Take the sum of the spoil that was taken, both of man and of beast, you and Eleazar the priest, and the heads of the fathers' houses of the congregation, and divide the spoil into 2 parts, between the warriors who went out to battle and all the congregation. And levy a tribute for the Lord from the men of war who went out to battle, 1 soul of 500, both of the persons and of the oxen and of the donkeys and of the flocks. Take it from their half, and give it to Eleazar the priest as a contribution to the Lord. And from the people of Israel's half, you shall take 1 of every 50 of the persons, of the oxen, of the donkeys, and of the flocks, of all the cattle, and give them to the Levites who have charge of the tabernacle of the Lord. And Moses and Eleazar the priest did as the Lord commanded Moses. The spoil remaining from the spoil taken in battle, which the men of war had taken, was 600,000 and 70,000 of the silver, and the tribute for the Lord from the men of war was 1,775 shekels. The other half the people of Israel took, besides the tribute for the Lord, which Moses had given over to the priests who kept the charge of the tabernacle. And from the people of Israel's half, Moses took 1 of every 50, both of the persons and of the beasts, and gave them to the Levites, who kept charge of the tabernacle of the Lord, as the Lord commanded Moses. And the officers who were over the thousands of the army, the commanders of thousands and the commanders of hundreds, came to Moses, and said to Moses, Your servants have taken the sum of the men of war who were under us, and there lacks not 1 man of us. And we have brought the Lord's offering, what each man found, articles of gold, armlets and bracelets, signet rings, earrings, and ornaments to be worn on the neck, to make atonement for ourselves before the Lord. And Moses and Eleazar the priest took the gold from them, all in the form of ornaments. And all the gold of the offering that they offered up to the Lord from the commanders of thousands and the commanders of hundreds was 16,750 shekels. And Moses and Eleazar the priest received the gold from the commanders of thousands and of hundreds, and brought it into the tent of meeting, as a memorial for the people of Israel before the Lord. Numbers chapter 32, verses 1 to 41. The tribes of Reuben and Gad had very many cattle. And when they saw the land of Jazer and the land of Gilead, that the region was a place for cattle. The Gadites and the Reubenites came and said to Moses, and to Eleazar the priest, and to the chiefs of the congregation, Ataroth, Dibon, Jazer, Nimrah, Heshbon, Elileh, Sebam, Nebo, and Beln, the land which the Lord smote before the congregation of Israel is a land for cattle, and your servants have cattle. They said, if we have found favor in your sight, let this land be given to your servants for a possession. Do not take us over the Jordan. And Moses said to the Gadites and to the Reubenites, shall your brothers go to the war while you sit here? Why will you turn away the heart of the people of Israel from going over into the land which the Lord has given them? Thus did your fathers, when I sent from Kadesh Barnea to spy out the land. And they brought back word to me as it is, and discouraged the heart of the people of Israel, so that they did not go into the land which the Lord had given them. And when your fathers did so, I swore, if they will not go into the land which I have given them, then I will not go up with you. For the men who went up from us, whose own eyes saw the land which I swore to give to their fathers, and who despised it, and who did not believe in me, did not see the land which I swore to their fathers. And I swore that I would not bring them into the land which I had promised them. But I did bring in their children, whom they had not known, who rose up in their stead, and they knew the land which you have despised. Now, since you have risen in your father's stead, and have increased the number of the people of Israel, and have taken possession of the land which the Lord has given you, go before your brothers armed, all the mighty men of valor, and help them, until the Lord gives rest to your brothers, as he has given to you, and they also take possession of the land which the Lord has given them beyond the Jordan. Then you may return and have rest, and be free from this your land, which Moses gave you beyond the Jordan toward the sunrise. And they answered, your servants will do as my Lord commands. Let us make ready here to cross the Jordan into the land, and then, every man equipped for war before the Lord, until we have brought your brothers to their place. But our little ones and our wives and our cattle and all our livestock shall remain here in the cities of Gilead, until the land is subdued before you. And then, according as your servants have promised, every man shall go over to his inheritance. And Moses said to them, if you will do this thing, if you will go armed to war before the Lord, and if you will not return until your brothers have taken possession of the land, then beyond the Jordan you may return and be guiltless before the Lord and before Israel, and this land shall be your possession before the Lord. But if you will not do so, behold, you have sinned against the Lord, and be sure your sin will find you out. Build here cities for your little ones and folds for your flocks, and do what has gone out of your mouth. And the Gadites and the Reubenites said, what the Lord has said to your servants, we will do. We will cross over armed before the Lord into the land of Canaan, and the possession of our inheritance shall remain with us beyond the Jordan. And Moses commanded concerning them, if the Gadites and the Reubenites cross over the Jordan with you, every man armed for battle before the Lord, and the land is subdued before you, then you shall give them the land of Gilead for a possession. But if they will not cross over with you armed, then they shall have possessions among you in the land of Canaan. And the Gadites and the Reubenites answered, what the Lord has said to your servants, we will do. We will cross over before the Lord into the land of Canaan, and the possession of our inheritance shall remain with us beyond the Jordan. And Moses commanded Eleazar the priest and Joshua the son of Nun, and the heads of the fathers' houses of the tribes of the people of Israel, and said to them, if the Gadites and the Reubenites and the half-tribe of Manasseh cross over the Jordan armed before the Lord, and the land is subdued before you, then you shall give them the land of Gilead for a possession. But if they will not cross over armed with you into the land of Canaan, then they shall have possessions among you in the land of Canaan. And the Gadites and the Reubenites said, as the Lord has said to your servants, so will we do. We will cross over before the Lord into the land of Canaan, and the possession of our inheritance shall remain with us beyond the Jordan. And Moses gave to them, to the Gadites and to the Reubenites and to the half-tribe of Manasseh the son of Joseph, the kingdom of Sihon king of the Amorites, and the kingdom of Og king of Bashan, the land and its cities with their territories, the cities of the land round about. And the Gadites built Dibon and Ataroth and Aror and Atroth, Shophan, Jazer, Jogbeha, Beth-Nimrah and Beth-Haran, fortified cities and folds for sheep. And the Reubenites built Heshbon, Elileh, Kiriathaim, Nebo and Baal-meon and Sibmah, and names changed and Shibmah. And they gave other names to the cities which they built. And the sons of Machir, the son of Manasseh, went to Gilead, and captured it, and dispossessed the Amorites who were in it. And Moses gave Gilead to Machir the son of Manasseh, and he settled in it. And Jair the son of Manasseh went and captured their villages, and called them Havoth-Jair.